must have got knocked. Yeah. There we go. Lovely. Morning, guys. If you are joining from home, you might just want to grab something brick-shaped. If you don't have a yoga brick, maybe a chunky hardback book or some baked beans, something like that, and pop it towards the front of your mat. And then today, I think we'll just start let's start lying down on the back. Yeah. We'll start lying down. As you come to lie down, any little shifting around, any little adjustments you need, maybe just becoming aware of how much space you have available around you and bearing that in mind as we move through the class. And there's absolutely no hurry at all, but when you are ready to settle, we're going to start by bringing the soles of the feet together and letting the knees open out nice and wide. Have a little play with where you're placing your feet. So your feet might slide further away from you or closer, and that will change what you're feeling and where you're feeling it. We don't want anything too intense so early, first thing, especially in the hips. So just feel into that. And then obviously nothing tweaking or twinging into your lower back. So if at any point you just need to change the shape of the legs to something else, I'm really happy for you to do that at any point. Great. And then let's see what it feels like to take a little sunbathing position with your arms here. So interlacing the hands underneath the back of your head and letting the elbows open out wide if that feels okay for the shoulders. And then take a moment to maybe close down the eyes, consciously soften your face, let the back of your body sink down really soft and heavy into that feeling of support, the ground beneath you. As the front of your body feels a little more spacious, a bit more open, expanding towards the sky, the world, the space above you. And thinking about that, everywhere in between those two very soft edges, the front and back of your body, everywhere in between is the whole of you, this rich and interesting experience of being alive. And we dive into that experience, we explore it in our yoga practice. In our Vinyasa class, we will be building a bit of activity and strength and effort within this experience. But today, my invitation is to see if we can find a little bit of ease within our effort, not forcing so much that we tense up and create tension and strain and stress. But see if we can approach the activity of our flow with a little bit of sweetness, finding ease, not having to get anywhere in particular, not forcing or straining. So with that in mind, let's take a slightly deeper breath in through the nose, deep breath. And out through the mouth. Let that breath flow away. Lovely. Same again, drinking in a bit of life and energy. And exhaling out anything that's stagnant or stale. Lovely. One more breath of fresh air, blowing away the cobwebs. And this time as you exhale, closing your right knee all the way over on top of your left knee. So you're finding a little twist, a little stretch, breathing into that space down the right side of your rib cage. And then opening your right knee out wide again, closing the left knee all the way over, finding that stretch, that twist. Can you send your breath into any new corners, new space that's teasing open down the left side? And then opening your left knee out wide again. And same thing, go from side to side, keeping the feet together. And then letting one knee move at a time. Feel free to pause in any of the shapes that we're flowing along the way. Or you can just keep it quite mobile, quite fluid. And there's no particular shape that we're trying to get to. So there's no particular destination in mind here. Just using the movement itself to kind of ease into the body, coaxing ourselves into motion for the weekend ahead, but with that really gentle attitude of curiosity, not forcing or straining. So finding some lovely, easy, lubricating movement. Wonderful. The next time that your left knee is over on top of your right knee, no rush. That might be your last time. And then hugging the knees up in towards you, feel the back of your body on the floor. As you feel the back of the body on the floor, use the ground, almost like a little massage for your back. So roll around a little, ease into any tender spots. Feel those big muscles either side of the spine. Eventually, we'll take each hand to each knee and circle our knees wide away from one another and then back towards one another again. And just a couple of circles in each direction. Don't worry about what they look like or how big they are. How does it feel? Maybe reversing that if you've done a couple or 3. And feeling into the contours of your hips slightly. Beginning to find maybe a bit more fluid motion in the hips. Good. The next time your knees come back together, keeping the knees bent, slide your hands down towards your shins, keep your knees bent and guide your knees a little bit wider, feeling the length and breadth of your back, still nicely nestling softly into the floor. Maybe wriggle your toes a little bit. Can you feel the coolness of the air in the spaces between your toes? Good. And a few little clicks. Fantastic. And let's take a slightly deeper breath into the back here. Gathering your knees back together, take hold of the back of the thighs and with a scoop of the belly, and if it feels right for you, a few little rocks and rolls up and down through the spine. So inhaling to come up and exhaling to rock back, if that feels good. And we're just building up a little bit of momentum, thinking about lifting our energy, using that momentum to kind of get us moving for the weekend. The next time you come up, can you come all the way up and over somehow into all fours, however you get there. Wrists beneath shoulders, knees beneath hips, spreading your fingers wide, and really just move in any way that kind of catches your fancy. So it could be like a traditional cat-cow, arching and doming through the length of your back. Maybe there's more like a swish of the tail or a circling of the hips. Or you could go totally kind of freestyle, fluid, dissolving into this kind of really wriggly full body motion. Shoulders, hips, elbows, head, they all might get involved. Once again, doesn't really matter what you look like here. Don't worry about that. Maybe just close your eyes and instead dive into how that inner space is feeling as we slowly begin to unstick and unravel into our day. So it's like you're using the movement to explore the quality of that space within you. And over again today, we're going to see if we can come back to a little bit of sweetness and ease in that inner space, in that experience of your body. So seeing if you can find that here. Remember, your breath is still flowing nice and smooth, refreshing, nourishing. The next time you breathe out, wriggle your way all the way back through to center and bring your left hands beneath your face, middle of the mat. Reach your right arm to the sky as you breathe. Lift and open up. Thread right arm all the way under your left arm, reaching through to the side of the room. Keep it flowing. Reach that right arm high. Breathe and expand. And then threading the arm through, diving down closer to the floor. Lovely. One more time. Ride your breath. This time as we reach the arm through, we'll stay, bring the shoulder, the head down gently, soften your face. Rise up onto your left fingertips. You can move the hands to a more comfortable position. And then pressing down through the back of your right arm, can you feel somewhere in your body is just beginning to unstick a little? Send the quality of your breath to explore that sensation. What are you feeling? Where are you feeling it? And then popping your left hand down to unravel, reach right arm to the sky, lift and open up, big stretch. Right hand down beneath your face, switch to the other side. So left hand lifts as you breathe, we're opening, threading that arm through, feeling the air brushing past your skin. Lovely spiraling movement, keep it going. Riding that rhythm of your breath, whatever your rhythm is today. Lovely. Last time to lift higher, breathe a little bigger. This time as you thread your arm through, bring your shoulder, your head down gently. Make sure the neck is comfortable, soft face. Rise up onto right fingertips, press firmly into the floor. Send the flowing quality of your breath, the expansion of your breath to feel into that space within you. And then pressing your right hand down to unravel, reach left arm to the sky, big stretch, open up. Left hand beneath left shoulder, right hand beneath right shoulder. Spread your fingers, tuck your toes, lift your knees, send your hips high. We're in our first downward facing dog of the day. Once you get there, just shake out the head a little, soften your neck, your shoulders. And as you look back towards your feet, a little bit of movement might help you just ease into your body this morning. So bending one knee at a time, like you're pedaling legs. You could also sway the hips from side to side. There might be something more subtle, a little shrug of the shoulders, a softening of the elbows, bend the knees. Just notice what feels really good. Don't get stuck in any one idea of what these shapes should look like from the outside. Instead, get curious. How do they feel? You can glide within and around the edges of the traditional shapes to explore that meeting of effort with ease. So a little bit of strength, but also a little bit of softness, a little bit of sweetness. Remember, your breath is still flowing nice and smooth. It's nourishing you this morning. We're going to flow like a wave through the whole of the body. So as you breathe, roll to a plank pose, shoulders over wrists, on the back. Bend the knees just a little bit, sit back, send your hips high through your down dog. Same again, ripple forwards, find strong, steady plank. Bend the knees, sit back, stretch back through your down dog. One more time, rippling forwards, riding your breath. And then bending the knees, sit back. Once you're back in your down dog, bend the knees as much as you need to baby step your feet up to your hands. Maybe your hands walk back to your feet. Find your way into floppy, dangly forward fold with a generous bend in the knees so the whole of your upper body is draping forwards. Good. And then let your head be heavy. Notice if you're holding it up. Give it a little nod, a little shake so the neck can soften. As your arms dangle forwards, you might take hold of opposite elbows and then bring some movement into this moment, whether it's a little wriggle of your toes or a bounce or a big old sway from side to side. That movement helps you kind of dive in and explore. What can you feel here without trying to get anywhere in particular? So not forcing, not straining. Is there still fluidity and ease in the body? Can you find that deep, nourishing breath? Lovely. One more breath in here. Keep it smooth. And then releasing the arms, bend the knees, scooping the belly in by pressing your feet into the floor. We're unfurling, rolling all the way up through to standing. No hurry. Enjoy the journey there. And as you get to the top, you might lift your shoulders to the ears. Melt your shoulders down the back and then come to stand towards the front of your mat. Feet hip distance apart, toes pointing forwards. Spreading your toes wide as the feet press down, a little scoop of the belly in. See if you can float your rib cage and the crown of your head a little higher. Letting the shoulders melt down the back so we get more space around our earlobes, our neck and our shoulders. Arms draping by the sides. Soften your fingers a little. Ready to flow now, seamlessly, smoothly with the breath. So as you breathe, circle the arms wide, lift and reach up. Hands down through prayer, through center. Exhale, slow breath out. Same again, breathing in, unfurling, opening this morning. Hands down through prayer, through center. Calm breath out. One more, find your flow, your rhythm, riding that breath. Hands down through prayer, through center. This next one is different. So circle the arms wide. We'll pause at the top, reach higher. Cactus the arms, bend your elbows, open the chest more. Circle the arms down, forwards and up, breathing in tall. And forward fold, diving down, you can definitely bend knees. Hands on shins, lift up halfway, long waist. And folding down, heavy head, soft neck, soft face. Circle the arms wide and up to the sky tall. Cactus the arms, bend the elbows, you're opening the chest more. Circle the arms down, forwards and up, still breathing. Forward fold, pouring your way down to the ground. Lovely, lift up halfway, sliding the shoulders back. And folding back down, a little scoop of the belly in. Circle the arms wide, lift and grow tall. Cactus the arms, bend the elbows, shoulder blades kissing. Circle the arms down, forwards and up, still breathing. Forward fold, cascading down smoothly to the ground. Lift up halfway, lengthen. This time, hands down, step right foot back, right knee down. We're flowing a little here. So reverse back slightly, lengthen your front leg, toes might lift. And then lunge again, knee bends, foot down, sink the hips. Maybe look forwards. Good. Couple more times. Remember, there's no destination we're trying to get to. Doesn't matter if your leg never straightens. We're just easing into things without forcing, without straining, staying curious. The next time you're forwards, make it a low lunge. So front knee is bent, reach the arms high, lift and open. And frame your foot, spreading your fingers. Step to plank. You're pressing the floor away. Drop your knees down, bring your chest down. Come all the way to the belly. Lifting the heart, shoulders back, elbows hug in. Let's sit back to the heels for child's pose for a moment, bowing down to the earth. Maybe close your eyes. Dive into that experience of your body as we begin to move. We are building strength. There is activity, there's effort, but there's also ease. Coming back to that, find your breath. Knowing you can return here or anywhere else comfy whenever you want. But for now, we'll meet back in down dog. So spread your fingers, tuck your toes, lift your knees, send your hips high. Take a little shimmy into the shape if that helps you find more space, if it helps you explore it. This is a great place to check in because there is effort and strength in our upper body. See if you can find some ease there as well. Soften the shoulders, relax the neck, calm in your face. Find your breath, right leg to the sky, lifting it high. Breathe. Knee to nose, round the back, push the floor. Same again, right leg to the sky, spreading the toes. Knee to nose, round the back, gathering in your strength. Last time, send that leg high to the sky. To step it lightly between the hands, bring your left knee down smoothly, low lunge, reaching the arms forwards and up. Breathe. And frame your foot, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, lift your right hand to the sky for a twist. Reach up and frame your foot, step forwards, forward fold front of the mat. Lift up halfway, lengthen, we're breathing. And folding down, you might bend your knees. Circle the arms wide, lift and grow tall, reach up. Cactus the arms, bend the elbows, chest is opening. Circle the arms down, forwards and up, still breathing. Forward fold, diving down, smooth to the ground. Good, lift up halfway, lengthen, long breath. Hands down, step left foot back, left knee down, flowing a little here. So reverse back slightly, lengthen that leg, toes might lift. And then lunge again, knee bends, foot down, sink the hips. Couple more breaths, you're getting to move into your body, get curious. Know where you have to be, just easing into things. Good, one more time, make your breath nice and smooth. And the next time you're forwards, low lunge, front knee is bent. Reach the arms forwards and up, breathing in, opening. And frame your foot, spreading your fingers. Step to plank, you're pressing the floor away. Chaturanga or knees down, chest down, like last time, Vinyasa. Lifting the heart, the shoulders, slide back, you're opening. We meet back in down dog. You choose how you get there. Maybe there's pauses along the way, little wriggles. Remember, it's that wonderful place to check back in. Matching your effort with an equal amount of ease so we don't get too stressed, too strained. Breath is still flowing. It's nourishing us here. Every breath animating this stillness. Lovely. One more breath. Make sure your head is heavy, neck is comfy. And we're flowing smoothly on that breath. So left leg to the sky, lifting it high. Knee to nose, round the back, shoulders shift forward. Same again, legs to the sky, lifting it high. Knee to nose, round the back, gathering your strength. Good, last time, make it really smooth and seamless. We're stepping forwards lightly, bring right knee down through low lunge. Reaching the arms forwards and up, breathing in. And frame your foot, tuck back toes, lift your back knee, lift your left hand to the sky. It's a twist, you're opening. And frame your foot, step forwards, forward fold. Lift up halfway, lengthen, still breathing. And folding down, you might soften your knees. Circle the arms wide and up to the sky tall. Last time, cactus the arms, open the chest even more. Circle the arms down, forwards and up, breathe in. Forward fold, diving down smooth and slow. Lift up halfway, lengthen. Hands down, step both feet back to plank. We're going to pause in plank, so it's a moment of strength and power. Keep breathing to feed that strength with oxygen. Then check in the places that don't need to work, your face, your earlobes. Can you find some softness here? Finding ease in your effort. One more breath. Lowering down your way, you can always drop your knees. Lift through your back bend, shoulders slide back, open up. We're meeting back in down dog. Take one breath to arrive. Shake out the head, release any unnecessary effort from shoulders. We're flowing now smoothly on the breath. So roll to your plank pose, shoulders over wrists. Bend the knees to the left, sit back to your heels, straight arms. It's a little twisty crouch. Yeah, and then back through plank as you breathe. Knees twizzle the other way, sit back to the heels, side stretch. Same again, one more time to each side, go really slow. So there is strength and effort here. Soften the face, keep breathing, nice and smooth. The next time you're back through plank pose, pause, one last breath in here, pushing the floor away. Then drop your knees down with relief. Back through all fours. Good. Stick your bum up. Lift your chest as you look forwards. Keep hips above your knees. Walk your hands forwards. Arms are straightish. Maybe they walk a little bit wider as you melt your heart and armpits down. Probably your face is smushing into the floor. Can you relax your face even if it's really smushed down? And then notice if you're holding back in the shoulders, soften them a little. Find your breath to animate that space within you. We're going to move like a cat-cow through the spine. So arms stay straight. Tuck the bum round the back. Look to your knees. Stick your bum out. Melt heart and armpits down. Look forward. Same again. Tuck round and curl. Little wave through the spine. Bum out. Heart and armpits down. Perfect. Look forwards. Last time, just exploring the way that you can move here. The next time you're down, bring your forearms down. Scoop the belly in. We're going to slide forwards onto the pelvis briefly through Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Press down, lift the chest, shoulders back, head floats higher. Then lowering down, fingertips outside your mat wide on the wood. Lift the heart, shoulders slide back, look forward. Dip right shoulder to center, look slightly to the left. To the side. Lovely. Back through center. Breathe. Open up. Left shoulder dips down, looking to the right. Maybe close your eyes. Take one more time to each side. Feel into the quality, the texture of the space within you as you move. And don't force it. Last time. Lift and open. How does it feel to move in this way? Lift the chest, shoulders back, looking forwards. Peel your heart forwards and down, hands beneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes, scoop the belly without changing your facial expression. Press back up through plank pose, nice and strong. Hips high, back to your down dog. Soften your neck, your shoulders. Flowing now, moving on smoothly with breath. So lift your right leg to the sky, keeping that leg high. Bend your knee, open the hip, point the knee up higher to the sky. Press down through your hands, lifting your knee higher. Can you squeeze your heel in even closer towards your bum cheek? Good. Now lengthen out right leg, really slow and smooth, stepping forwards. For warrior one, pivot your back heel down. Front knee is bent, reach the arms high, lifting up. Interlace your fingers behind your back and then move your back foot maybe closer or wider to feel more comfy. Press down through your back heel, tuck your bum, lift your chest, shoulders back. Maybe lift your gaze. You can stay here or you might bow forwards on the inside of your front knee. Humble warrior. At the bottom, let your head be heavy again. Give it a little nod, a little shake, soft neck. You're looking, you're smiling at your back foot, trusting the strength of your legs. Match that strength with some ease in the upper body. One more breath. Releasing the fingers through warrior one. So reaching the arms high, lift, blossom open. Turn all 10 toes to point to the left side of your root. Hands on hips, pressing the feet down. Lift the chest, shoulders slide back. Let's bow forwards from your hips. Tearing the mat in half with your heels. Bring your weight forwards into your toes at the bottom. Release the head, shake it out again to really relax the neck. You can keep your hands on hips. Maybe you slide your hands down the back of your legs. Hold your ankles, your big toes, or maybe touch the floor, whatever feels good. Now just take a moment to feel that space within you. Can you find the ease in this pause in our flow? One more breath. Keep it really smooth and flowing. And then bring both hands down, touching the floor. You might soften your knees. Let's lift up halfway, turn your heels in, toes point out. Side lunge into your left knee, just a little to the back of the mat. Perfect. Back through center, slow and seamlessly bending into your right knee. Then pour yourself from side to side. And don't worry about how low you go. There's no shape we're trying to get to. If it's too much, you can come higher, have your hands on your hips. We're just feeling into these hips here, getting into those places that sometimes get a little sticky, a little tight as we go through life. Lovely. Make sure that the face is soft, breath is flowing. The next time you're bending into your left knee at the back, make that your last time. Bend into your right knee, walk your hands to the front of the mat, turn your toes to point forwards, make it lizard pose, hands down inside your front foot, maybe on a brick or a book or the floor, and then keep it flowing, a little pulse from your back toes, backwards and forwards. You can slide your back foot back a little to feel more. You might want to move more, lengthen your front legs, toes might lift, and then lunge again, knee bends, sinking the hips. So we don't have to go to our deepest possible stretch to be feeling things, to be shifting things, to be really present, to begin to kind of release any unnecessary tension. Good. One more breath. Keep that breath nice and smooth. The next time you breathe out, bring your left knee down gently. Circle your right hand forwards and then up to the sky. Reach to the back of the room. Keep reaching back, soften your right shoulder, staying here, or maybe bending up your back knee, reaching for your foot with your right hand, drawing the heel in towards you without showing anyone else what that feels like on your face. Can you find that ease? Is there still space around your earlobes and your neck? Lovely. One more breath, lifting your heart to the sky. If you have the foot, release it very gently, both hands down. We're taking a vinyasa. You can skip it or flow through plank, lowering down knees, chest, or chaturanga. Lifting through your back bend, shoulders slide back. Meeting back in down dog once you arrive, that place to check in. As we've been moving, has anything unnecessarily tensed up? Is there any stress or strain you don't need here? Can you find ease within your effort? Good. Breath is still flowing smooth. Same flow, other side, finding your variations. So left leg to the sky, keeping that leg high. Bend your knee, open the hip to point the knee up to the sky. Press down through your hands, lifting the knee higher. Can you squeeze your heel closer towards your bum? Lovely. Now lengthen out left leg, slow and smoothly. Stepping forwards through warrior one. Pivot your back heel down. Front knee is bent, reaching the arms high. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Maybe other thumb is on top this time, so it feels weird. Rearrange your back foot to feel more steady. Press down through your back heel. Tuck the bum, lift your heart, shoulders back. You're opening, staying here, or humble warrior, bowing forwards. Inside your front knee at the bottom, relax the neck, shake out the head. You're so relaxed in your face. You're smiling at your back foot, feeling the strength of your legs, trusting that, and matching that strength with ease in the upper body. One more breath. Soft shoulders, soft fingers. Release the hands smoothly through warrior one, sweeping the arms high, lift, open up. Turn all 10 toes to point to the right side of the room. Hands on hips, lift the chest, maybe lifting your gaze. Diving forwards, hinging at the hips. As we get to the bottom, bring the weight forwards into your toes a little more. Shake out your head, soften the neck a little. Hands down, lift up halfway, lengthen your waist. Turn your heels in, your toes out. Take those little side lunges so it can be really subtle. Bend into your right knee. And transition through center. Maybe it's a little lower and slower as we've done this already. If you're feeling extra ninja today, maybe hands into prayer. Go no hands, creep across the mat. Sometimes that brings more tension in. That's not necessary. So if you want to, hands back down. Find the equal amount of sensation and intensity But matching that with ease so we don't get too stressed. Lovely. Breath is flowing, soft face. The next time you're bending into your right knee, that's your last time. Bend into left knee, walk your hands forwards, turn your toes to point forwards. Hands down inside your front foot, it's lizard pose. Keep it moving, a little subtle pulse backwards and forwards. Maybe something bigger like lengthening your front leg, kind of waggling your imaginary tail around, feeling into the possibilities of this stretch. So instead of seeing how low you can go, how deep you can go, just notice what you can feel with movement. Sometimes when we force ourselves to the deepest possible stretch, we actually miss all of the experience that we can get before that. So one more breath, getting curious. Lovely. Bringing your back knee down gently. Keep it flowing. Circle your left hand forwards and up to the sky. Reach to the back of the room. Consciously soften left shoulder. This is a great place to stay. Maybe you bend up the knee for the quad stretch. That's just an option. If it feels too dramatic today, don't worry about it. Notice if you've tensed up around your neck, your shoulder, softening your face. Good. Everyone press your right hand down. Lift your chest higher. Then release the foot, both hands come down, frame your foot. You can take your vinyasa, you can skip it. You can have any other movement, any other moment of stillness. Take what you need, inviting that ease back in, even if there's a little bit of effort. Lovely. As we get back to down dog, shake out their head, soften their neck, smiling back towards your feet. As you breathe, rise to tiptoes, lift your heels. Heels stretch back, you're pushing the floor away. Same again, rise to tiptoes, heels lift smoothly. Heels stretch back, stretching towards the floor. Good, one more time, breathing in. And then stretching your heels back, scooping the belly in. This time, rise to tiptoes, bend your knees, look forward. Step, walk or float forward, lightly through forward fold. Lovely, lift up halfway, lengthen, reset here. Folding down, scooping the belly in. Now bend your knees, sit to chair pose, reach the arms high, we're staying. Sit down lower, Utkatasana pose here. Little tuck of your bum under. Utkatasana can translate as awkward pose. See if you can find that awkwardness and then relax into it. Soften your neck, your shoulders, find some ease. This is a good time to remember nothing lasts forever. So just one more breath. Well done. Stepping into your right foot, lifting your left knee. Stand tall and make it into a tree pose. Left foot to inner calf, ankle, or thigh. You can use your hand to help you. Press your feet down. And like a tree, you might be reaching your branches majestically to the sky. As we balance, tempting to fight the little wobbles by tensing up. If that's something that's happening for you, maybe instead of a tree, you become a seaweed tendril. And imagine you're drifting in this lovely fluid current around you. And you invite in a little bit of like fluidity, a little bit of ease, a bit of give and take in your balance. Good. So lovely seaweeds. There's nothing like seeing a room full of people do this. The next time you breathe in, let's come back through center, lift your knee, lift your fingers. Slow motion, send the leg behind you, fingers behind you. Deep step back down the mat, landing on the ball of your back foot. Once you're steady, it's high lunge. So circle the arms wide and up to the sky. Hands down through press, soften back knee, hover off the floor. Same again, circle the arms wide, lifting up. Hands down through press, slow, calm breath out. Lovely, ride that breath. One more time, finding your flow. Really enjoying the strength in our legs. The next time you pause at the top, reach a little higher. Twist to your right, right hand back, left hand forward, soft shoulders. Reach the arms back up through high lunge, look forwards. Pivot your back, heel down, rearrange, it's warrior two, lunging right knee over right ankle, reach back through left fingers. Really tear the mat in half with your feet. Maybe a little bit of a tuck of the bum under. There's strength in your lower body. Find that seaweedy ease through the shoulders to fingers. Flip your right hand, lift it to the sky. Back through warrior two, smoothly. Right elbow to right thigh. Reach left arm over, stretch through your waist. Back through warrior two, keep that flow going. So enjoy the movement. Know where you have to get to. But the next time you're forward, elbow to thigh, staying here, reach your left arm over. You can bring the left hand round to rest on your lower back. Maybe it snuggles round onto front thigh. Maybe you know the full bind. If you're not tensing, you could take that. Whatever you're doing, press both feet into the floor. Tuck your bum. We're turning our heart to the sky. Soften your neck. Find that space around your earlobes. Find the ease in your effort. Check your breathing, nourishing breath. Good. Unravel, look down, find your brick in your right hand. Maybe it's a book at home. Tap that brick forwards, lift left leg, left arm to the sky. Kick higher, reach higher, blossoming open into our half moon pose. As we balance, there is energy through the flying limbs, but they're not tensing up, so they're getting rigid like iron rods. So a little bit of give and take, a little bit of ease in your balance. Check your breathing to keep this light and buoyant. How gently can we step back? Whenever you're ready, super slowly through warrior two. Once you're there, right hand lifts, reverse your warrior. Windmill the hands up and over, frame your front foot, bring your left knee down. We're flowing through low lunge. So circle the arms forwards and up, breathe. Cactus the arms, exhale, lunge deeper. Same again, reaching forward, lifting and opening. Cactus the arms, lunge, ride your breath. One more time, find your flow. Last time. Lunging deeper. This time as you reach your arms to the sky, keep your left arm lifting a little higher and bring your right hand to right hip. Press down, lift higher. Little side stretch slightly to the right. And then bring your elbow across to outside your thigh. Hands into prayer. Lift your chest to your thumb, shoulders back. Find this feeling of opening yourself here. Good. Remember there's space around the earlobes. Can you find the space within you to breathe into? Any variation, some people like to lift the back knee or open the arms like wings or bind. One more breath. Find the ease, soft face. Look down, unravel, meeting in our down dog. So you can step straight back. You can take your vinyasa. You can do something a little more restful. Good. You can have a little extra wriggle along the way. Good. Coming back. Now that we've been going a good while, checking in. Has anything tense crept back in? Can you invite that ease in to meet your effort? As you look at your feet, rise to tiptoes, bend knees, look forwards, step, walk or float forwards, forward fold. Lift up halfway, lengthen, resets. Folding down, scooping the navel in. Go bend the knees, sit to chair, reach the arms high, soft shoulders. Step into your left foot, pick up your right knee, right foot into inner thigh, calf or ankle, whatever you're doing. Take your time to find your steadiness, press your feet down, leave it up to you. Maybe you're in majestic tree without tensing through the shoulders. Maybe you're that little bit of seaweed again, because it just helps you kind of find ease within the balance. So tempting to fight the balance. See if you can just kind of let go of that. Breath is flowing, smooth. Wonderful. I can see some tension in the tops of people's shoulders. Last breath, soften that place. Good. The next time you breathe in, lift your knee to center, reach your arms high, grow tall. Slow motion, send the leg behind you, fingers behind you. We're taking a deep step back down the mat. Landing on the ball of your back foot. Once you're steady, get flowing. Circle the arms wide, lifting to the sky. Hands down through prayer, soften your back knee. Keep it flowing. Circle the arms wide and breathe. Hands down through prayer. Trust the strength of your legs. Last time, your flow, your rhythm. The next time that your hands are reaching to the sky, we pause at the top, reach a little higher. Twist to your left, left hand back, right hand forward, soft shoulders. Reach the arms back up through high lunge, look forward. Pivot your back heel down, it's warrior two. And as you tear the mat in half with your feet here, tuck the bum under, soften your shoulders, sit down lower. Find that ease to match the effort. So we're calm and steady in our warrior. Good. Flip your left hand, lift it to the sky, reach up. Back through warrior two, smoothly, left elbow to left thigh, reach right arm over, side stretch. And then back through warrior two, keep it going. Left hand lifts as you breathe, opening, gliding through center. This time as you come forwards, elbow to thigh, reach your right arm all the way over. If this is a great place to stay here. Some of you might want to bring your right hand to rest on your lower back. If you have long arms, it might snuggle round onto your left thigh, or full bind if you know it and you're not creating tension. Press both feet down. A little tuck of the bum under, soften your neck, your shoulder. One more breath. Unraveling, look down, find your brick in your left hand, tap it forward, lift right leg, right arm to the sky. Kick that leg higher, reach fingers higher. There is energy shimmering right to those fingers, all the way back to your toes. But don't do so much energy, you turn into metal rods. So get that ease and effort matching. Good, breath keeps you light. You can stay for as long as you want. When you are ready, it's a light step back down the mat. Super gently, smoothly, warrior two. Left hand lifts, reversing that warrior to windmill the hands up and over, framing your front foot, bringing your right knee down through low lunge. Circle the arms forwards and up. Cactus the arms, exhale, lunging deeper. Same again, circle the arms, breathing in. Cactus the arms, we're still strengthening the legs. One more time, breathe, you're opening, you're lifting. The next time that your arms are up to the sky, reaching your hands higher, lift higher through right fingertips. Bring your left hand onto left hip. Notice if you're lunging forward, see if you can sit up even higher first. Give the space in the hip. Take a little side stretch over. And then bring the elbow across to outside your left thigh, or you can stay in the side stretch if that feels really good. Hands into prayer, lift your chest to your thumbs, shoulders down the back, lengthening your waist. Staying here, some people like to tuck back toes, lift back knee, open the arms like wings or bind. Wherever you are, is there that ease? Is there that space around your shoulders, your ears? One more breath. Looking down, unravel, we're meeting in down dog. Enjoy your journey there. It might be a vinyasa. It might be a simple step back. I like to waggle my leg in the sky sometimes just to check it's still there. Good. And as you meet back in your downward facing dog, soften your neck, your shoulders, smiling at your feet. Can you walk your hands back towards your feet? Maybe in 3 little steps. 1, 2, and you're there on 3. Heel toe your feet a little bit wider. Heels in, toes slightly out. Bend your knees in line with your toes and come to sit all the way down through a malasana squat. Rearrange your feet so it feels nice and steady. For some of us, our heels will lift and that's fine. Hands can stay on the floor or maybe hands come into prayer. You can use your elbows to coax your knees a little wider. Shoulders down the back. See if you can get more space around those earlobes. Notice how you feel about this. For some of us, it might feel horrendous. If that's you, try not to show me on your face. Calm face. For some of us, if you're like me, this is actually how I wait for the bus sometimes. It's really comfy. It's not fair. So if it's really comfy, lift your bum a little bit higher. And then see if you can find some strength within the ease. Maybe a little bit of movement. Good. We're going to bring the hands down. Send your bum high to the sky, keeping the knees quite bent. Just allow the hips to relax from that moment. Maybe a little sway of the hips. For this next moment, you cannot do this if you are trying to get somewhere and tensing up. So stay with that seaweedy quality in your arms. Don't force it. Go as far as feels good. And then there's an option if you don't want to do the full thing. So let's give it a go. Right arm from the front of your legs, in between your legs, soften your knees.
Right arm reaches in between your legs, bend your knees and see if you can wrap that right arm around your back, around your legs, sorry, reaching towards your lower back. And then reach your left arm up to the sky, soften, remember it's a little bit of seaweed. Reach behind the back, if you have long arms, you might catch your hands. If not, grab your t-shirt, look down, keep the grip as you heel toe your feet closer together, really close, bend both knees and lift your right heel. And by pressing your left foot down, we're coming up to standing. Press your left foot down, come up to standing. Good. Yeah, that face is what I did the first time I ever saw this. Good. If it's not happening for you, right hand on right knee stands tall. Good. Those of you who are really comfortable, this is called Bird of Paradise. You're straightening your leg and looking the other way. Ta-da! Bird of Paradise, not bird of pain. Everyone standing on one leg? Yeah, good. We're all doing it. Variation. One more breath. Popping your way back down, both feet come down. Relaxing the neck, soften the shoulders. Notice where tensed up as you try to get into that silliness. See if you can soften and release. Okay, so some of you were thinking too much about what you were doing and you were like, what? Don't think about it. Just do what I'm saying and see how far it feels good to get to. We're going to try the other side. So I promise you, if you try, you tense up. And it's impossible to tie yourself in a knot when you're like made of metal. So remember that seaweedy quality. Left arm is coming in between your legs from the front. Bend the knees a little bit. Reach that left arm around the leg towards your lower back. Reach right arm to the sky. Maybe you can grab your fingers behind your back, but don't worry. If you don't, maybe just keep them where they are or grab a piece of t-shirt. Really important, walk your feet closer together, really close. Some of you didn't do that last time. And then your weight is over your right foot. Lift your chest, look forwards. Press your right foot into the floor and stand up. Oh my God. Maybe just holding the knee though. Hey, well done. Whatever's happening, find that soft face, find your breath. Yeah, good. Maybe the leg straightens. And when you're ready to come down, we're bending bringing both feet down, bringing our whole body down, checking in what tensed up in that last moment as you drape forwards, bend the knees, shake out the head a little, maybe blubber through your lips. Just releasing all of that concentration from the face. And as you walk your hands forwards, just very briefly through kind of a down dog, we're going to pop our knees down onto the mat. Send our feet out to the side, come to sit down, and swing your legs all the way out in front of you. Oh, we've made it to the floor. Well done, kids. So we're bending up the knees. Soles of the feet down, knees pointing up. And find your right hand. Work out which one your right hand is. Right hand is coming underneath your right leg to take hold of your left ankle. And just pulling the foot through so that your knee is pointing forwards. And then seeing if it feels okay today to bring your right knee on top. I have to sit up a little bit and rearrange to do that, to sort that out. This is cow face pose. Now, not everyone's legs enjoy cow face. Even people who, like me, who look like they can do it, it doesn't feel right for me. So if you're like, this is awkward and horrible, cross-legged position is the same stretch, just more space. So if you've got right shin in front of left for cross-legged, enjoy that. And you can change to that at any point if you need. But when you're ready, take a little scoop of the belly in and see if you can float the head slightly higher. Remember that space around the earlobe, so let the shoulders drop down the back. And as your fingertips drop to the side, they're kind of grazing the floor. We're just going to walk the fingertips out to the side. Remember, your head is floating higher and your shoulders are dropping down lower. And when your fingertips can go no further without coming off the floor, pause there and try to reach through the fingertips a little bit more without tensing the arms, so as if the arms are soggy. And then float the fingertips a centimeter off the floor. Soggy arms, but reaching through the fingers. I like to close my eyes so I can really tune in. And then you might take a little movement of your neck and of your head.
And depending on how life has been treating you recently and where you hold stress and tension in your body, you might begin to feel all sorts of weird sensation from the neck across the shoulders, maybe even dancing down all the way towards your fingertips. And just getting really curious, what can you feel here? Where can you feel it? And you might notice this is exactly what you need, and you might just want to linger here for a whole lot longer. When you do feel ready to move on, we're going to take it into a forward fold over these legs. So the hands will come down. Let your whole body drape forwards. Let the belly soften. Let it pooch out. We're allowing the spine to round. Let the shoulders hunch up if they haven't already. Ungrip your fingers. And then see if it's possible to let your head drop forwards into gravity again so the neck can soften. Maybe closing the eyes, turning inwards. And it would be the most normal thing in the world here to be holding on to a little bit of effort somewhere in your body, maybe without even realizing it. So for these final few breaths, just see if it's possible to let go of something somewhere. Let your body sink down heavy, soft, maximum ease. Breath is still flowing. And then beginning to lift up away from your legs. Take your time. And as you lift up, unravel the legs, bring the hands down behind you, feet down, knees pointing up. Take a little windscreen wiper of the legs from side to side so that if anything was getting caught, anything was collecting, it's dissipating away. And then eventually finding your left hand. Left hand is coming underneath left leg to take that right foot all the way through, knee points forwards. Seeing what it feels like on this side to bring left knee on top of right knee. Sit up a little bit, rearrange. Cow face or cross-legged position with the shin, left shin in front this time. I'm going to stay in cross-legged. Scooping the belly in, let's float the ribcage a little bit higher. Shoulders down the back this time as your arms come down by the sides and you tiptoe those fingertips out to the side. See if you can get more space between shoulders and earlobes. They can stay fingertips on the floor, a centimeter off the floor. If you have space, you might begin to reach your wings out to the side. But remember, your arms are soggy. Even though you're reaching through them, you're not tensing the arm muscles, the shoulder muscles. And then you could take movement into just the neck, just the head, or maybe there's a little bit of movement into the arms as well, because sometimes that helps you find different sweet spots. And I'm hoping everyone in certain shapes can find that feeling of the interconnected web of connective tissue that is through the whole of your body, but really feeling it here from fingertips to fingertips, across the shoulders, across the neck. Good. So just noticing what you can feel for as long as you want to feel it. When you're ready, taking it forwards, floppy forward folds. Soften the belly, let the whole of your body drape forwards. You can allow the spine to round. Shoulders can hunch up slightly. Ungrip your fingers. Let your head drop forwards into gravity. Notice if you're holding back from gravity slightly without even realizing it. And for the rest of this pose, we're seeing if we can get softer and heavier. What is the maximum amount of ease? Letting go of all of those places you're holding on. Remembering that your breath is always flowing. Good. One last, slightly slower, smoother breath into the back here. Beginning to lift up away from your legs, unravel the legs, bring the feet down, knees pointing up, hands behind you, lean back a little, take that little windscreen wiper if it helps. Sometimes people like to Just have a little look behind them as they do that. It might feel good. And then we'll keep the feet pointing up and scooch up nice, the knees pointing up, scooch up nice and close towards the front of your mat. Feet down, knees pointing up. Add any layers now that you might want. We'll have the hands onto the shins so we can sit up really nice and tall. And then this is our final moment of seeing if we can match effort with an equal amount of ease. So as you sit tall here, we're using a bit of core strength, reaching your arms out in front of you. See if you can find that seaweedy quality again, lots of space around your earlobes and your shoulders. And then a little tuck of the bum under. We're scooping the belly in and rolling down through the spine bit by bit, if it's appropriate for you to be doing a bit of core work. And as we come down, see if you can soften, find that little bit of ease, relax your face, keep the breath flowing. Practice being calm in your effort. Beautiful control once you get down. Take a moment to land. And as you feel the back of your body meeting the floor, notice if there is anything else that needs to happen today for you to find comfort, balance, ease, equilibrium in your body. Maybe that's you want me to bring you a little blanket. If that's the case, give me a wave. Or anything else. Room service is available this morning. There might be a little bit of movement. There might be a little bit of a different shape that we haven't done, but you know feels really good for you. Take your time to find eventually that last place where you can settle into stillness, where you can bathe in the effects of your yoga practice. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. These final few moments to rest and let go. And beginning to deepen your breath. You might take a slightly slower, sweeter breath in here. And let it flow away. One more of those if you need it this morning. And then reaching the arms overhead. Lengthening the legs out long if it feels good. Just take a generous stretch through the whole of your body. Eventually gather your knees up in towards you. Give yourself a well-deserved hug, a little squeeze. Maybe there's some final rolling around on the floor. And just gathering yourself back up any which way, however you get there. We will meet in a comfortable seated position of your choice. Seeing if you can sit tall with that lift, that brightness through the body, but remember, we're not trying too hard. No effort, no strain. Staying easy, staying fluid. Today we'll finish by bringing the hands together in front of your chest. Very traditional. Anjali Mudra. And in this gesture of connection, this gesture of gratitude, take this final opportunity to dive in. Feel the effects of your yoga practice, the physical effects, the energetic effects, but also maybe something more subtle from that change in our attitude of not forcing, of not straining, that attitude of ease within effort. Definitely something you can take with you as you move off into your weekend ahead. As you feel that here, one last deep breath in through the nose. And let it go. Bowing the head gently. And with gratitude, honoring the traditions of the yoga practice. And well done, everyone. Have a lovely weekend, I guess. Yeah, seeing if we can stay nice and loose, fluid, easy. Any questions, come and chat. And if you're around next Saturday, we'll do something different as usual. Thanks, guys. Well done. Bye at home.